Hey, welcome to Fun Friday with Pastor Josh. Fun is something that provides mirth or amusement, enjoyment or playfulness. We're going to talk about what fun looks like today and maybe even get into some fun on this edition of Fun Friday. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Fun Friday podcast. And I've been wanting to do something kind of different for the last several weeks, but we're just kind of getting around to doing that, and we've had some different ideas of what we wanted to do, and so on our Fun Friday podcast, I've been wanting to do interviews with people. And so today, my first interview I have with my son, Enam. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
You can't see them right now, but they can see you. Eventually, they will see you.
Mm-hmm. On YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah. That's a shameless plug. Good job there. That was a shameless plug. Yeah, you can see it on YouTube and Facebook and all sorts of places. So today we're going to kind of do the game 20 questions, but I only have 13 questions, and so
you don't have enough room.
I don't have enough room on this pad, and so we're just gonna jump into it today. We're gonna ask some of the questions that I've answered on our previous podcast, and let Enam have a chance to answer some of those. And
see if I'm correct about all of them.
See if you're correct. Well, a lot of them are your own answers, so you should be able to do a pretty good job.
But I don't know a lot of them.
Well, we'll just have to see how many you know. So let's go ahead and get started. So how old are you?
7.
I'm glad you know that. That's important to know that one. That's good.
Because I was born 8 years ago.
Wait, you're 7. So how are you born 8 years ago?
8 plus 2 equals... 18 plus 2 equals 20. And this year, 2020, I was born in 2012. 8 plus 2 equals 10. 18 plus 2 equals 20.
That is math that can't disappoint right there. Yeah, that's good, right? So you're going to turn 8 this year.
Yes.
Okay, all right. You're looking forward to that. That was a very good equation that you just figured out.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you are so smart. That's awesome. So how do you say your name? A lot of people might be wondering how to say your name. So how do you say it?
Enam.
Enam. So
Enam.
So how do you spell it?
E-N-O-M.
So E-N-O-M.
Yep.
But how, you say it like it's E-N...
U-M.
Oh, okay.
It's an African name.
African name. So what does the African name mean?
Gift from God.
Gift from God. Yeah, that's awesome.
Sometimes I forget.
You forget what the name is, or yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's not something you want to forget very often, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, gift from God. You are definitely a gift from God, aren't you, bud?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite color? I mean,
blue.
I guess that's not really a huge, crazy question, but
blue and green, but it's kind of a hard question to answer. I would have to take blue because I got blue eyes. I was born with the blue eyes.
You do have really pretty blue eyes, don't you? Mm-hmm. Okay, so your favorite color is blue, and then what is your favorite thing to do outside?
Well, mostly because I like to run. It would have to be like Nerf and something that's running. I just can't run on the rocks, and the rocks are gonna fly and maybe
that's
hit
right. Daddy does not like him running on the rocks. No running on the rocks.
Only walk.
Only walk on the rocks. Yeah. That's good. So you run a lot.
Yes, I like to run. Do anything outside that's running, but not in the house, because then I can bunk my head on something.
Yeah, that's right. We don't run in the house. So what do you do?
For a long time.
What do you do inside the house? Like, what do you like to do inside?
Play stuff.
Like what?
Like do stuff on the Xbox. No killing games. Mm-mm.
Okay, so
I like to watch YouTube.
Yeah. So who do you like to watch?
Dude Perfect.
Dude Perfect. We love
They
Dude
are
Perfect.
They love Christ. Like they
they
even did it on their documentary.
That's right.
We watched it last night, and it was like the best thing you could watch. Like they uploaded the night before they did it, and they went like to Dallas. Like the first city they went to was San Diego.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can watch that on YouTube, so that's a shameless plug. Maybe Dude Perfect will see this podcast and somehow, I don't know, sponsor our podcast or something.
Yeah, and they're not, Tyler and Garrett are not a subscriber.
To Dude Perfect?
No.
Well, I know we are.
Yeah,
Did you know that Daddy talked about that on my Monday podcast?
What?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So if you haven't watched that one yet, go back and watch our Monday podcast. Talk a little bit about
when I get home.
purpose, and yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, so what's your favorite thing to do in school? I know school we've kind of had it's kind of been funny the last few months, but
Math.
So you like numbers, which I know I heard that earlier with all the math and stuff you did with your age. That's really good. Math is important.
Yes.
So what's your favorite thing to learn about then? Do you like to learn about math? Is there something else you like to learn about?
I kind of want to learn about like how do you make eggs, and that's a question I've had for 5 years.
Well, someday we'll talk about that. I mean, if you're watching this right now, parents, you know what kind of conversation that's going to end up being at some point. But it'll be a good one. We'll have a good conversation about eggs at some point and what that looks like and where those eggs come from. And yeah, we're going to move on from that question, right? Favorite Bible story? What's your favorite?
Ooh, Jacob and Esau.
Jacob and Esau.
Like a never forgiveness. Like it doesn't even exist. Like they think it never exists between those two.
To have forgiveness?
Yes. But who was the oldest?
Esau.
Esau. He didn't forgive his brother, that was Jacob. He was the youngest. But Esau had the birthright because he's older than Jacob. And basically, whoever's the oldest gets the birthright and gets to lead a huge, big family. They were born in the desert, but they still survived. But their father was Isaac. But Isaac's father was Abraham.
That's right.
So, but Abraham, I remember there's two Abrahams. Abraham Lincoln, which that's a president. You can look that up. And then you got
really good, son.
Abraham from the Bible. But Abraham Lincoln read the Bible.
You just blew my mind. Well, what about Jacob and Esau? What happens in the story with Jacob and Esau?
At the end, if you watch Superbook, there is a video called Jacob and Esau, and I love it. I can watch it on my dad's iPad, even on the Xbox. We can watch it on YouTube. We do God talk, but Dad doesn't read me my Superbook anymore, which I do have what is it called again?
Oh, you have a superhero Bible too that we do?
Yep. We used to do that, but then we stopped doing it, and then we found this thing called Superbook. It's a robot, and then you got Choi, and who else? What's the boy's name? Chris. And Chris is mostly the one that needs to learn in every single video. One video, it was summer, and they did this water fight, and Chris blamed his sister called Choi, and he said, "I would never forgive you for this," because she flung the water in the air, and then it went straight into the robot's little part on the head, and then he started going crazy, and then he can't have water there, so it's kind of a fun video.
So then Jacob and Esau was a story talking about forgiveness.
Yes, and Esau did forgive his brother Jacob because Jacob stole the birthright from Esau on purpose because he wanted the birthright, which Esau did not forgive him for very long. But then he did. But Jacob had a hurt leg right here, so he was like this. He was limping
when he wrestled with God.
Mhm. That's what kind of a life he was having. So.
Man, you just learned a whole lot. So if you're watching this and you never heard that story, you just learned a whole bunch of stuff from that. That's awesome. Thanks for that little devotion there, son. Favorite thing to do, favorite place you have been. Where's your favorite place you've been?
In Los Angeles when we watched the Lakers game when I was like a month old.
How do you remember that? He's actually like 4 or 5 months old. Tell me one that you remember, though, because you don't remember that one. You just saw pictures of that. So tell me one that you remember. Like one of our trips or something?
Yeah, I think we drove there, actually.
Is that about the LA one still?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still don't remember that one, though.
Yes, I do.
You just remember the story. So tell me the one about Disney. So which one did you like, Disneyland or Disney World? Which was your favorite? The one in California or the one in Florida?
I gotta take Florida.
Yeah? How come?
Because I went there more than
Oh.
the California one. And we did go there for the conference.
Oh, General Council.
General
Over down there,
Council. And I did have a kids conference kind of a thing. But we didn't have meetings or nothing. We just kind of did it. And guess what? I got baptized in the Holy Spirit one night.
Yeah, that was very cool.
Then I had a friend that told my dad and my mom. Dad said, "That's cool."
Yeah.
And Dad was very surprised, and Mom.
Well, we have been praying about you receiving the baptism of the Holy Spirit for months and months. We even prayed about it at family camp. So when we went to...
I asked my dad that question. Then months later,
yeah,
I did it. I had it.
Yep, received the baptism. Pretty cool story. You're just full of cool stories today. Well, let's look at, let's see, what's some questions? We have like 2 or 3 left here. It says, what's your favorite thing that you and Daddy have done together?
Staying at home, doing that little computer thing that we did.
Computer thing.
In Grandma's room that we have. That used to be in there.
Oh, yeah?
That was kind of fun. But then we don't know where it is now.
Okay. What about, where do you want to go next?
When I grow up.
I have no idea what he's going to say here, but where do you want to go next? Like, what's your next trip that you want to do?
My next trip. Going to Japan. No, Germany.
You want to go to Germany?
Yes, Germany.
Why do you want to go to Germany?
Well, I want to look at soldiers.
Oh, you want to go look at the World War II stuff?
Yeah.
Well, you're looking at more like France and Germany and...
Like Germany. I want to do that one.
Yeah.
Germany, that's not too far from here, but we're kind of in the middle.
It's only in Europe, son. I mean, that's not that far.
Yeah. You just kind of need to fly or get in a ship, and then...
I don't think very many people usually sail from the United States to Europe anymore. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think most of them
did that
fly.
in World War I.
Yeah, well,
And
lots changed since then.
only one ship survived.
During World War II?
No, one. World War I.
Oh.
2 got...
Blown up. Probably more than 2, though, don't you think?
No, only 3. No, I showed 3.
Oh.
I was kind of scared when the little dog got... But didn't die. It survived. It was just...
You're just a wealth of knowledge, man. I'm telling you. He's learning stuff. It's great.
It's a movie. You can get it.
Oh, it's a movie. That's right. Okay. Well, what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you have an idea?
I want to go to Los Angeles and play for the Lakers.
Oh, yeah? Does that have anything to do with the fact that your daddy's a Laker fan?
Yes, because then you can watch me on TV.
Oh, I would totally watch you on TV. I would go watch you in person. I'd go watch you in the stadium.
But it would blow my eardrums off if I went.
It's pretty loud in there, yeah.
Boom! It would blow your eardrums out.
Well, what about all the other people that are hanging out there that their eardrums aren't blown out?
But what if they're old?
I don't know.
But if you're a baby, boom!
Well, you were there when you were 4 months old. Your eardrums didn't explode.
They cannot explode.
I mean, you didn't like it. I mean, you cried most of the time, but you know.
I didn't even watch it. I don't even think.
Yeah, you don't even know. You're only 4 months. I mean, I'm amazed that you remember as much of the story as you do. But is there anything else you'd like to tell these guys before we sign off today?
Well, if you want to watch this video, remember YouTube or Facebook.
That's right. Good plug, dude. Good plug.
And if you want to subscribe, you can.
Make sure you subscribe to our
And
channel.
you can go Safari and type Chinook. Sometimes I write D. Maybe I just had to write U. I mean Y. Then I pressed that YouTube.com, and then I found a lot of
our videos are on there, huh?
A lot of Do Perfect videos.
Or Do Perfect. You can watch us or Do Perfect. It's kind of the same thing,
And
right?
you can write CHOO. How do you spell Chinook?
INOOK.
Yes. Type that, and it might just show up, and then you can watch it on Safari. And you can subscribe. I've done that.
Just like that. All right. Well, thanks for joining us today on this Fun Friday podcast. Hopefully we'll have more podcasts like this. And so thanks for joining us. Feel free to share it and comment below. And we will look forward to seeing you next week. Don't forget services online, church online this weekend and on site. So blessings on you. Thanks for joining me this week.